be Rsg-Ph that takes game number 5.
The King Slayers add another king to their list as they defeat the Kings of C. They head to a rematch versus RRQ in the grand finals. GG RSG.
GG Rsg as they were able to take game number 5 in a very dominant fashion. Smart Omega was unable at all to be able to take that momentum that was already built from the side of RSG in the first place. So officially we have to announce a king has been dethroned. The King of the Sea is going to step down to crown a new King of the Sea 2022.
Whew. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, right? Wow. What a performance there for the last game, right? Game number 5. I feel like, too, Smart Omega was just, they needed to buy a little more time. RSG Philippines not going to let that happen this time. You can see them all celebrating here. The good sportsmanship, too. You know, this is either way, right? If you're a fan of the Philippine teams, this was going to be a tough day here. So we see RSG Philippines moving forward for that rematch. And a lot of people, who knows how that's going to go, right? We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. 4-1, and this time in the rematch, 3-2. Rsg-Ph, just look at their faces, so happy. Oh, well,
who's that? Who's crying right now?
There's gonna be winners and losers, but just look at this. RSG comforting members of Omega.
I mean, think, you know, you're that close to making history yourself, right? Could have been back-to-back MSC champions, but hey, they fought hard. They fought super hard here in the lower bracket. I mean, they did their best, playing their hearts out, and you can hear the crowd, right?
Oh, they're chanting for Omega, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, the emotions are just running wild here at MyTech. As you can see, so much support coming in from even the RSG fans to give them, hey, you know, that was a nice try. You did so well. But it is going to be us, RSG, ascending to the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we could expect, right? And I just want to give a moment here to the players here as they fought really hard and one country behind both of these teams.
Yeah, I think as we approach the end of this, you can see the players making their way back off stage. MyTech Kuala Lumpur, can we give it up one last time for these two teams? RSG Philippines and Omega, Smart Omega, both from the Philippines. Let's hear it!
Man.
There you go.
I'm just... you know, that's what I love about MLBB, right? Like, you always are able to crown a champion in a particular game, but who else ends up there? It's always the person who loses. And when you see the faces of those who lose, it kind of breaks your heart a little. But I guess that's what competition entails. And I'm just so excited to see the breakdown of that particular game. It must have been huge.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you wanna look at the upside of this, hey, we got 5 games. We got 5 awesome games, actually. Just very intense. It wasn't just. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't a sweep, right? Because this again shows too just how much improvement Smart Omega has had since even the MPL Grand Final, right? So hopefully they can just take this as a learning process as well, because they're that much stronger now, and it's just amazing. We are going to hear from Mara, of course, out there on the stage. Again, GGWP to both teams. Mara, take it away.
I'm here in the room of our grand finalist, RSG Philippines. Demon Kite, come on over here. Demon Kite, Demon Kite. My goodness, I can see how happy you are. You're a fairly young team. This is most of your first time in the international scene. And now you get to represent the Philippines for the grand finals of MSC 2022. Tell us how meaningful this moment is for you.
Ito kasi yung pinapangarap namin buong team, yung hindi lang patunayan sa MPL na malakas kami, kundi sa Southeast Asia at sa susunod sa international na din. Sobrang emotional na din namin mga players kasi kanina halos mag-breakdown na din ako. Parang halos Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, nandyan lang naman kampi ko para ibangon ulit kami.
He's saying that this is their dream to prove that they're not just strong in MPL Philippines, but to be able to represent the country for MSC and for more international tournaments. Earlier, he was actually feeling down and he had this feeling of almost feeling down basically, but then he remembered this team. You know what? I'm gonna say something your manager Lexi shared with me earlier. After game number 1, the entire team actually had to go outside. You were screaming in the air to let off some steam, and you were actually crying. You had an emotional moment. Tell us what happened. Why exactly were you emotional after game number 1?
Yung sa laban siguro namin ngayon, di rin kasi namin expect na matatalo kami ng RQ, ganun kailangan magiging close fight. Pero
Game 1 for Smart Omega.
hindi, yung parang story niya. Yun, parang nagsabay-sabay yung pagod tapos yung gulo sa utak ko kung ano yung gagawin ko. Parang kailangan ko siya ilabas kasi hindi ko siya pwede kim-kimin lalo na papalapit namin sa Grand Finals.
He got very emotional after their loss to RRQ Hoshi, and he was keeping it in, and he felt that he shouldn't keep it in, so he went outside to scream it out, let it off, so it doesn't stay in. Now, let's talk about the difficulty of having to eliminate the kings of Southeast Asia, Smart Omega. How difficult was it for the lower bracket finals this time around?
Sobrang hirap nila kalaban kasi grabe yung puso nila sa laro. Tsaka yung tapang nila na kahit ano mangyari talagang ipaglalaban nila yung gusto nila ipaglaban. Ganun. Kaya good game sa Omega. Ang lakas nyo sobra. Tsaka bounce back strong.
Saying that Smart Omega is such a difficult opponent to beat because they have such a big heart and they have such courage. And he's saying thank you to Smart Omega. But let's talk about, I saw you, Atomax was really emotional. And we understand that because he really wanted to defend the title. He had his head down. He was also emotional. You went to hug him. What did you tell him?
Sabi ko lang kay Tito Max, bawi, ganun. Kasi alam naman namin kung gano'n nila gusto mag-champion ulit sa MSC, ganun. Tsaka marami pa namang chance, di naman naubos ang chance.
They could still make it up for the next tournament. They know how strong it is to come back stronger because they know how strong Smart Omega is. Now tomorrow, you're gonna be going up against RRQ Hoshi. Let's talk about your thoughts about RRQ Hoshi. And if there's any player there that you think is gonna give you some problems, who do you think that is?
Again ko si Skylar.
Si Skylar. Why Skylar?
Kasi yung game style niya, parang winawasak niya yung position ng team namin, ganun. Kaya parang sobrang hirap na hirap kami sa clash.
Skylar is such a hard and difficult opponent because he ruins the team style, especially during clash. Now, okay, Coach Panda is watching you right now. What is your message to Coach Panda right now and to all the Filipinos? I know you're so happy. Go ahead.
Salamat sa mga sumuporta sa amin, lalo na kay Coach Panda, kay Coach G, sa lahat ng tao dito, sa mga boss namin, sa management ng RSG, ganun, sa family ko, sa family ng girlfriend ko, sa girlfriend ko, tsaka sa mga Pilipinong sumusuporta sa amin ng tone na yun. Sa susunod na laban namin sa RQ, bibigyan na talaga namin ng magandang laban.
He's thanking all the fans of the Philippines, Coach Panda, for always supporting his girlfriend and everybody that's continually supporting them. And he promises with RRQ Hoshi, they're going to give it their best. Now, Jimin Kite, let's lead your team for the last cheer of the day. Go ahead. Let's gather everybody. Go ahead.
Ako ba mag-cheer?
Yes, you lead the entire team. Go ahead. Let's watch them.
Hello. Meron pa ako. 1. Rise! 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 GG!
GG RSG. Take a look at how happy they are. Our grand finalists for MSC 2022. Now let's hand on over to break things down for us. Let's take it to our analyst.